What's up, family? Man, I'm gonna have a heart to heart with you guys today. You know what I mean? Man, I know that there's a lot of you that are stressed out. You know what I mean? You're going through a lot. You're catching hell. You know what I mean? And man, I don't make light of that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? And so I want to have this video. I've made a lot of videos talking about meditating, the purpose of meditating, what meditation is, what meditation ain't. You know what I mean? And man, I just wanted to just briefly touch on that again. Because I get asked about that a lot. You know what I mean? First and foremost, man, we got to stop the foolishness. You know what I mean? And when you don't know something, it's easy for you to get caught up in all the drama and the dogma of stuff. You know what I mean? When you don't understand something and you're just learning, just coming into it, you know, you have a lot of people that want to make meditation a religious thing. They want to make meditation. They have all these freaking dogmas of how you have to meditate, how long you have to meditate, what type of environment you have to be in, what type of clothes you have to have on, and you know what I mean? Just all the stupid shit, you know? People make a fucking religion out of anything, you know what I mean? We have to grow the fuck up. I talk about this a lot, you know? We have to grow up, you know? And I get it, you know? Everybody want to be right, you know? Everybody's so insecure, you know? And everybody's so fucking just stuck on stupid shit, you know? We've made spirituality a fucking religion, you know? If you don't use sage this way, if you don't burn incense this way, and you know, if you don't air out your house this way, and if you don't, you know, do this and whoop doop doop and have these freaking wind charms and just all this singing bowls and just all this stupid shit, you know what I mean? I mean, those are great things, but they're just tools. They're not necessary. You know what I mean? They're not necessary. You know what I mean? People, man, you got to have this to clear out the wind or to clear out the negative energy. And you got to do this, clear out. Man, all you got to do is speak to the motherfucking energy, to be real with you. That's all you got to do. You know, and all these people, man, I grow incense. I used to grow incense when I was, not incense, excuse me, sage, when I was in California, and dried my own, made my own bundles and all that stuff. You know what I mean? And so I'm not against those things. I love sage, you know, I put it in my tea, you know what I mean? I'll cook with it, you know what I mean? I'm not against those things. Rosemary, bay leaves, and all those other, you know, I'm not against those things, but we have to understand that all these things are tools. They're just tools. Man, you have to understand the power that you possess. The power that you possess is, man, you are God. God is within you. And so when you speak the shit, it has to move. When you speak the shit and you speak with the power and authority that you have, man, shit has to change. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. You know, it's a trip because it's like most of us, we don't know the power we have. It's like raising kids. You could tell your kids, whoop, whoop, whoop. Your kid's going to look at you like, man, I'm not listening to shit you say. You know what I mean? They're going to completely blow you off. But then some of us, because we don't put that work in with our kids and they know we're going to get on that fucking ass if they don't do what we tell them to do, they know, oh, Pops is serious, you know what I mean? Pops ain't with that bullshit. I could blow mama off. I ain't got to clean my room up when mama said clean my room up. I don't care how loud she get and you all that other, man, we just, you know what I mean, just dismiss mom. But when Pops come in and he with the bullshit and he said clean his motherfucking room, man, that we know we got 5 minutes to have this shit straightened up. 5 minutes and he coming back swinging. He ain't talking twice. He ain't telling us twice. He ain't asking us to clean it. When he say do some shit, he mean do it. No ifs, ands, buts about it. And so you have to understand the power that you have. Stay with me. You have to understand the power that you have. Now, I talk a lot about, man, we're talking about meditating. Stay with me. Talk a lot about being a thermostat. You know, a thermostat and a thermometer. A thermometer just tells you the temperature outside. A thermostat says, man, I'm regulating the fucking temperature. I'm regulating the fucking environment. That's what a thermostat does. A thermostat regulates the fucking environment. A thermometer just tells you what's fucking going on. And so many of us, we're fucking thermometers. Oh, it's fucking hot out here. Man, it's fucking cold. It's negative and whoop-doo-doo. It's miserable and there's so much going on and blah, blah, blah. We with all the bullshit. We with all the fucking negativity. You know what I mean? We're like a fucking leaf just blowing in the fucking wind. Not knowing what fucking direction we're gonna go. We just all over the fucking place. Not fucking grounded, not fucking rooted. You know what I mean? Stay with me. We're going somewhere. And so when you know who you are and you know who you connected to and you know the power that you possess, man, I command. You know what I mean? I ain't even got to say I command. You know, it's a trip because when Christ said to the storm, peace, be still, just think about that. He said peace. And then he said be still. 3 fucking words, and the whole fucking storm shut down. The whole fucking storm, the wind, the rain, everything went silent. Why? Because he spoke 3 words. He didn't beg it. He didn't plead with it. He didn't try to make no fucking deal with it. He just said 3 things. Peace, be still. And the wind, the storm had to obey him. That's the fucking power we have. That storm that he was going through, that was just a metaphor for us. No matter what the hell you're going through, whether it's financial crisis, whether it's health, regardless of what it is, you have the power over that shit. You have the power over that shit. Most of us don't know the power we have. And so we're fucking thermometers. It's your job to regulate your fucking environment. It's a trip because people come around me and they're like, man, at first they're kind of standoffish, you know, because I look a certain kind of way, you know what I mean? People, man, you look stern, you look mean, you look like you mad all the time, and what do you do? And it is what it is. I'm gonna drink some tea. It is what it is, you know what I mean? But then once they come around me and they're around me, like, damn, motherfucker, you cool as fuck. Man, you clowning, you just acting stupid. You talk shit. Man, we always laughing and just bugging and man, you just so fucking chill. You so fucking cool, just laid back. I didn't expect you to be like that. Man, motherfucker, I could hang with you all damn. I fuck with you. I could chop it up all damn day. Man, you gonna make the day go by fast. Man, no matter what kind of fucking mood I'm in, I could be in a bad mood, I could be going through some shit. Man, I could just get around you, and man, it's gonna be all fucking clowning. It's gonna be all fucking jokes. You're gonna have my fucking ribs splitting open, just laughing so fucking much. You're gonna be clowning and just going off, just acting ignorant. Why? Because that's what they need. But there comes a time where, yeah, I'm going to keep it real with you. We're going to chop it up about some real deep shit. But there's times where you got to just let go and just, man, okay, because I'm a thermostat, I see what you need. Stay with me. We're talking about meditating. I understand what you need. And right now, you don't need somebody on your fucking helmet. Right now, you don't need somebody telling you about whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Right now, you need to just fucking relax. Right now, you've been stressed the fuck out so long, you don't know how to fucking chill out unless you fucking drinking and smoking and doing all this other stupid shit. And so you need somebody just to clown with you and just to bug out with you where you can have a good-ass fucking time. Have a fucking natural high. But see, meditating lets you know all that shit. Meditating puts you in connection with God. That puts you in alignment with God. So you're connected to God. You're connected to infinite knowledge, infinite source, infinite wisdom. You know what I mean? And so you know what people need. Because God knows everything. The Most High knows everything. And when you're tapped into Him through meditating, man, now you're tapped into that knowledge. You're tapped into that insight, that wisdom. And so you understand what people need. You discern what they need. And you're able to give them what they need. Meditating. It's a trip because the first times I came out to New York, back in April, my queen was showing me all around and stuff, right? We was on the subway just going all over the place, right? And it's a trip because God had to show me, it's like, Elijah, this is what meditating does for you. Elijah, tell the people, this is what meditating does for them. And it's a trip, and I made videos, but I never talked about the meditating aspect of this, you know what I mean? And what he was telling me was like, Elijah, man, when you meditate, you go deep within. And so when you get on the New York City subway, most of it's underground, a lot of it's underground, you know what I mean? deep underground, you know what I mean? And so you have no clue what the fuck is going on the surface. You have no clue what's going on the surface. All the traffic, all the noise, all the chaos, all the people, you completely miss that. All the turmoil, all the traffic jams, all the lights, all the fucking horns, all the fucking music and the people and the commotions and the stupid shit and the sirens and just all the noise. You miss that when you go within and you get on the subway. So you get on the subway and you're able to travel and go where you gotta go. Missing all the traffic, missing all the noise. And so what God was showing me was like, Elijah, tell the people that's how you move in life. Through meditating. Tell the people that and you guys heard me talk about this before. Man, we have to learn how to be a living, walking meditation. See, so many of us, we have a designated place in our room, in our house, where we go meditate at for 30 minutes to an hour or whatever the case may be. And that's the only place we feel comfortable. That's our sanctuary. You know what I mean? Man, I could go there and regardless of what my feelings are, regardless of what I'm going through, as soon as I get to that place, I could just woosah, I could relax, I could chill because I've meditated so much here. I created an atmosphere. I created an ambiance in this place to where it's a sanctuary, where I could just let my hair down and just let it go. You know what I mean? And so, but what God is showing me, what God has told me is, man, we have to be able to do that in life, period. Our whole life has to be that, regardless of where you go. You could be in New York City and just be walking amongst the people. You could be in New York City and down on the subway or wherever you're at and just chill. You know, and people are tripping out. It's like, how the fuck are you so relaxed? How the fuck are you so calm? How the fuck ain't shit stressing you out? Ain't shit bugging all these people, all these drug addicts, all these fucking crazy ass kids and this toxic ass music, all this bullshit, and you're just fucking calm. You're just mellow and chilled the fuck out like you ain't phased, like shit don't fuck with you, shit don't phase you, shit don't matter to you. Why? Because you're a walking meditation. Because you put the work in, you know who you are, and because you're connected to Source, you're connected to God. So you're not tripping or stressing over the bullshit. You could just relax in the midst of hell. You could relax on your fucking job. You could relax when these motherfuckers on your helmet. You know what I mean? Just going in, your boss, whatever, fucking co-workers, your husband, your wife, your kids, whatever the fucking noise. You could just sit there and just be zoned the fuck out there, but not tripping on it. You're in the world, but you're not of the world. You know what I mean? Man, we have to grow up and understand. And you got so many of these stupid ass fucking Christians. Oh, you can't meditate. You're not supposed to meditate. That's Hinduism. That's Buddhism. And all this stupid ass fucking shit. Ignorant ass people always spew ignorant ass shit. But they think they so fucking woke. But you have to rise above that and just let their ass be stuck on stupid because they want to be stuck on stupid. Don't get into no arguments and debates with these motherfuckers about what meditating is, what meditating ain't. The Bible tells you to meditate on these things. So you already know right off that these motherfuckers ain't even reading their Bible. These motherfuckers don't even know their own fucking word. So don't argue and fight with these dumbass fucking Christians who think everything's a fucking sin and you got to do it this way. And if you don't do it this way, you going there. Man, you ain't got time for that bullshit. Grow the fuck up. Let them be them. Let them spew that stupid shit. That ain't got shit to do with you. Man, they said we have to grow up. You know what I mean? We have to grow up. Man, you could do all the stupid shit that they do and be stressed the fuck out and be worried and all this other shit. If that's the life you want, then go live that fucking life. But if that's not the life you want, if you want to be able to walk through hell in the midst of hell with your arms relaxed and just, you know, and not stressing the fuck out, regardless of where you're at, then you got to do something fucking different. Jesus was able to walk on the planet and go anywhere the fuck he wanted to go and not trip out, not wig the fuck out. Why? Because he knew who he was. He knew what he was about. when Jesus needed some money, pay taxes, Jesus didn't trip the fuck out. That's not what he did. What did Jesus do? Jesus told one of the disciples, go catch a fish. When they caught the fish and opened up the fish's mouth, there was the coin. There was their tax payment. Why? Because everything's always working out for us. So many motherfuckers talk this shit, but you don't really believe it. You spew the shit, but you don't really believe it. And because you don't believe it, your life doesn't manifest it. The other day, and you guys heard me say this a lot, as far as, man, everything's always working out for me. Everything. And so the other day, me and my queen went to the store, grabbed some stuff in storage, and was in there for a minute. And man, they had the air off, the AC off, and it was like hot as hell up in there, right? And so when we were walking out, I was like, damn, I'm all hot and sweaty and carrying these fucking bags and shit, right? And so we walking a little bit, and so I'm thinking, fuck, I need me a fucking beer. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm thinking. It's like, I want me a fucking beer. And so we walk, and there's this guy sitting on the bus stop, right? And so we walk over there, and we sit down for a minute. We just taking a break, right? And this guy has like 3 bags. 3 bags. Bunch of beer in those bags. Just loose cans. And it's like, yeah, you guys want to see? Have a seat. And so we're sitting down anyways. We were going to sit down anyways. And so I started to ask him for a beer. As soon as I got ready to ask him, he was like, would you guys like one? And he gave me and the wife a can of beer each. We popped it open, salute, Cheers to him. Man, I took a swig. Man, I was thirsty as hell. It was hot as hell. The guy got up and walked away. And my wife was just look. She was like, that's weird. I said, babe, I manifested that. What the fuck you mean that's weird? That's the beer that I drink. And when I drink beer, that's the type of beer that I drink. This stranger had the type of beer that out of all the fucking beers in the world to have, he had the beer that I drank, the beer that I would have went and bought. He had that in some bags. He wasn't waiting for the bus. He was sitting there waiting for us to show up. When we showed up, he was waiting to share the beer with us. After he shared the beer with us and we saluted each other, he got up and went about his business. You should have stuff happening like that all the time. All the time. We manifest what we want. Most of us manifest bullshit and negative shit all the damn time. Because that's what we think about. That's what we dwell on. We're still talking about meditating. See, meditating is not something you do. Meditating is a way of life. I'm going to say it again. See, so many of us, we think that, man, I got to go meditate. Oh, I got to go to my room and meditate. Oh, I got to sit in a lotus position and meditate. Oh, I got to sit with my hands like this, a certain position to meditate. Oh, I got to have certain music on to meditate. Oh, I got to go light some sage or some incense or light some candles to meditate. No, meditating is a way of life. Meditating is just you being connected with God. Meditating is just you being connected with the Most High, your greater good. Infinite knowledge, infinite wisdom, infinite love. That's all meditating is. It's you being in alignment. You getting in alignment. You pushing out all the fucking distractions and getting in alignment. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. Stop acting like we got everything fucking figured out. So many of us, we're so fucking stressed out. We're in need of money so fucking bad. We're in need of a fucking relationship so fucking bad. We're in need of any fucking thing so fucking bad. We're in need of affirmations. We're in need of just positive confirmations. You know what I mean? We're in need of somebody just giving us a fucking hug. So many of us haven't been touched in so damn long. Some of us, we just need somebody to give us a fucking hug. It is what it is. What does that got to do with meditating? What does that got to do with what I'm talking about? So when I give somebody a hug, I'm bringing them into the presence of God. When I give somebody a hug, it's as though God himself, God herself, whatever you want to call God, love, infinite source, the Most High. It's as though they're connected to God. It's as though they're connected to source. It's as though that person touching me is touching God. It's as though that person touching me, that person hugging me is hugging love. And they've been given a warm embrace by love itself. Why? Because when I hug people, that's what I release. That's what I project out. It's not about me. I'm just a vessel. My body is just a vessel. And it's a trip because, like I was saying earlier, people look at me and they think, man, this motherfucker look mean as fuck. This motherfucker look stern. This motherfucker look serious all the damn time. Man, I'm not gonna fuck with this motherfucker. I'm not gonna joke with this motherfucker. Because they don't know how to perceive me. Because they haven't grown up enough to understand and learn how to discern energy. So they're looking at my physical appearance. They haven't learned to discern energy. And so they look at my body, they look at my physique, they look at all my tattoos and shit, and they're like, oh, I'm not fucking with that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Whatever. Not knowing that fucking with me is fucking with God. Not knowing that them fucking with me is them fucking with the Most High. Not knowing that them fucking and chopping it up with me and laughing with me, man, that's them connected to source. Infinite knowledge, infinite love. It's a trip. Again, the people in the Bible, Jesus didn't look like they thought he would look. The King of the Jews didn't come like they thought he should have came. Why? Because they wasn't judging or discerning his spirit. They wasn't discerning his energy. They were looking at the physical appearance. You see, so when you meditate and you learn to be connected to God, man, you see God in me. You see God in everybody. There's a phrase I say all the time, namaste. Namaste. Man, the God within me sees, recognizes, acknowledges, and cherishes the God within you. I'll say it again. Namaste. Namaste means the God in me sees, recognizes, acknowledges, and cherishes the God within you. God is in with all of us, but we don't see it because we're looking and judging people based on their natural appearance. We're judging as opposed to discerning. See, judging is a natural ego thing. Discerning is a spiritual, energetic thing. There's a difference. There's a whole lot of motherfuckers talking about, I discern that you got the devil in you. No, motherfucker, you're judging. Shut the fuck up. You ain't got on the level to learn how to discern. You're not connected yet so that you can discern. See, in order to be able to discern, you have to be connected. You can't just discern out of your ego, out of your natural flesh. You have to be connected spiritually, energetically, in order for you to be able to discern. Man, meditating. There's no certain way of meditating. You know what I mean? You can meditate any way you want to. So, man, you can meditate dancing. You can meditate listening to certain type of music. You can meditate in walking. You can meditate in doing kung fu. You can meditate taking a shower. You can meditate taking a bath. You can meditate just taking a nap. You can meditate walking on the beach, being out in nature, doing gardening. You can meditate rollerblading, doing poetry, writing, singing, all kind of, man, there's, you name it, you could do it. You know what I mean? All meditating is just you getting in alignment with God. That's it. That's it. We have to grow up. We have to understand the power that we possess. We have to understand who we are. My hope and prayer is that something's been said that helps you understand that you are far more powerful than you imagine. I hope something's been said that opens up your eyes and shows you that, man, you're manifesting all day long. Whatever your life is like, whatever's going on in your life, you have to understand you manifested that. That's a hard pill to swallow, especially when shit's fucked up, especially when shit ain't going right. We don't want to be responsible for that. We don't want to be responsible for shit being fucked up in our life. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It's an immature thing. It's an immature thing. Grow up. Your life is the way that it is because that's what you manifested. That's what you have been manifesting. If you want something different, then you have to think different. You have to be different. You have to do different things. You can't keep doing the same shit, believing the same shit, saying the same toxic ass shit, and expecting positive to come from it. You can't stay negative and expect positive to manifest in your life. You can't stay watching toxic ass bullshit, listening to toxic ass, garbage ass fucking crap music and expecting beautiful things to happen in your life. You can't keep watching those stupid, crazy ass fucking soap operas or reality shows and all this stupid shit, and then expect for a fucking king to appear in your fucking life. You can't keep hanging with the fucking homies doing stupid ass shit and expect your fucking queen to show up when you're doing grimy ass shit. When you're listening to grimy ass shit, you're entertaining grimy ass shit. When you entertain that shit, man, you are what you eat. You are what you eat. Physically, spiritually, and emotionally. If you're sad, stop listening to sad, stupid trap shit. If you're sad, you're depressed, what the fuck are you listening to? What the fuck are you entertaining? You can't be meditating and be sad and depressed. You can't be connected to God and be suicidal. You can't be connected to God and be on that low frequency bullshit. Say it again. And I know this is going to piss people off. You cannot be connected to God, Source, the Most High, infinite love, and be suicidal, be depressed, be full of anxiety and fear and all of that other low vibrating bullshit. It is impossible because God, love, Source, that's the highest frequency you could get on. How the fuck can you be on the high frequency and the fucking low vibrating frequency at the same time? It's impossible. Meditating just gets you in alignment with God. Meditating gets you in alignment with your greater good, the Most High, love. That's all meditating does. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.